Alright guys, so today's lesson is titled Words, Equations, Tables, and Graphs. It sounds like a lot, but basically we are going to be focusing on something called a function table. Alright, so today's vocabulary may look a little wordy and you may not understand it, but remember, this is the very beginning of the lesson. It will make more sense as we progress. So, for the vocabulary, a function is a relation where one domain is paired exactly with one range. So remember, we're one domain. What are the domains? The domains are the x's, and it's paired exactly with one range. Remember, the range are the y's. So wherever you see this x, it's always going to go with that y. That's what a function is. Now the function rule is the operation that is performed on the domain to get the range. So you would do something to whatever you do to this x to get to this y is called the function rule. And the function table is basically a table that lists what the domain is, what the rule is, and what the range is. So it's a table that lists all of them together in a nice, organized area. Alright, when we're making a function table, the function table will always have three parts. Always have three parts, so please draw this along with me. The first part, off to the left. Think of this sort of as a machine. So the very first thing that you do, you have to put something into the machine. So we're going to make this our input. This is going to be our x's. The middle section is like the inside of the machine. This is where the rules go. So if you put input an x and whatever rule that you get, out pops the y-axis, which is also known as the output. So let's say that our rule is where we take a number and we multiply it by 2 and add 3. So whatever number that we input for x, we're always going to multiply it by 2 and add 3. And then out pops our output. So if we add 1, so we would have 2 times 1 plus 3. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 3 is equal to 5. So our output is going to be 5. If our input is 2, we do 2 times 2 plus 3. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Add in 3. So if we put in 3, we do 2 times 3, which would be 6, plus 3 would be 9. So our domain, our x's, are anything that we put on the input. Our range, or our y's, are whatever we come on the outputs. Our function rule is everything that we have right in the middle. The rule never changes. Whatever we put on the input goes into the rule stays exactly the same, and it comes out to the output. This is what the function table looks like. Alright, now it's your turn. What I want you to do is to play this little game. It's called What's My Rule? I want you to try to figure out exactly what rule I have right here. 1, put it into the function machine. What's happening to get 2? 2, what's happening to get 5? The rules are exactly the same for every single time. So so pause it, figure it out, and then push play once you have figured out, or once you want to see what I'm doing. All right. So have you figured out the rule? So the rule that I'm doing is you are taking the number, multiplying it by 3, subtracting 1. So 3 times 1 minus 1 equals 2. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 1 equals 5. 3 times 3 minus 1, 3 times 3 is 9, minus 1, that's how you get 8. 3 times 4 minus 1, so 3 times 4 is 12, minus 1, that's how you get 11. So this is what a function table is, and this is how function rules work. Remember, all the domains are all of the x's, all the ranges are all of the y's, all of the function rules, those never ever change.